Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here in the Czech Republic, the northeastern part. We're in the Autodrom of Most. Looking forward to the second race in the Alpe Adria International Motorcycle Championship, and we're talking about the Alpe Adria Cup 1000 Championship still to be decided. We had some qualifications this morning, quite a few difficulties since there was a red flag situation and the time was too limited for everyone else to sit down a decent lap because the track conditions were still mixed. So race direction gave him another opportunity to sit down 2 flying laps, which gave the starting order, which was more representative of the situation right now. Well, looking at the guy in the second row, and then we're talking about René Scalici, if I pronounced this well. And we just had the first row, which was our championship leader, Robin Krijkamp. Dutch name, lives in Norway, races for a Polish team on the Ducati V4R. But his main rival is Jaroslav Buzinski, the number 777. And he's next to him in the first row, a 43.355 for Robin Krijkamp and a 144.06 in that single flying lap they were given during the qualification this morning. And Jaroslav Buzinski on the GT3 Poland BMW had 2 wins in Grobnik, while Robin wasn't able to attend there. So that brought back his advantage in the championship back to 9 points only. So these two are actually fighting for the championship with only 9 points in between. Strahinja Kovacevic is the guy in 3rd position. We have a quite a huge Polish contingent since we're in the northeastern part of Czechia, quite near also to the Polish border. So quite a few guys from Poland made it over here and have decided to participate within the Open Championship, which is the Alpe Adria Cup 1000. Przemysław Purcha, one of the guys who we had before, here in 5th position with 146 for Uclea, also one of the regular contenders in the Cup in 6th position. Artur Duda is with us again with the 148.7. And Kubucek, the number 71 in 8th position here on the grid. Antonin Moravec is the gentleman in 9th position. We have a total of 20 starters. DNS for Lukas Novak. He's the gentleman who unfortunately caused the code red, therefore is not attending in this race, also over 9 laps. It will be Robin Krijkamp and our friend Jaroslav Buzinski who will be fighting it out there, quite evenly matched. So it's Ducati against BMW for the Alpe Adria Cup 1000. And Mislav, there was a bit of tension in the paddock this morning when the code red was there in the first qualification, and after the discussion with race control they were given only 3 minutes to set down 1 flying lap, which resulted in this starting order, while we're looking at the number 58 of Radek Kubica, also from Poland in 14th position on the grid. Yeah, everyone was quite eager to put down 1 decent lap, and you can see that the guys who are in contention for the championship are able to produce such a lap, even though they only have got 3 minutes.
Yes, just to give you a quick brief about the event. So we had a red flag during the qualifying practice, and they only had a couple of minutes left in that qualifying session, and although all the other riders from other categories were prepared, and race control decided to let the schedule go on, and therefore the Alpe Adria Cup 1000 got a later session with only 3 minutes 40 seconds to be exact, and by that time at 11:15 the track was dried, and therefore they managed to put on a good lap. Otherwise, the lap times would be as of those down the order.
Yeah, if you see that, Robin Krijkamp now qualified in pole position with a 143.355, and his time set in the first qualification was a 2:05.
It's completely different. Because in the crucial parts of the track, we had wet parts on the switches from left to right, and therefore riders could not achieve good times, and the best times were achieved then onwards in that second part, which was only 3 minutes and 40 seconds long.
Yeah, we see that we have Viktor Ostrovsky also here in the 1000. We used to have him as a regular in the 600 with the MV Agusta. Now he is switched to the Cup 1000. Still trying to get a bit of the paces. He only did 2:01. And nice mixed field of course. So just saw the footage of the number 55 also here on track. All right, 9 lap. They're out on the warm-up lap. Getting familiarized with the conditions right now. We're a bit later on the day. Clouds are overcasting the track. We're not expecting any rain. Temperatures 18, 19 degrees outside. Fresh tarmac. We're in the outer drive of most 4,219 meters in total length, 21 corners. And some of them are here for the first time. Some of them, of course, especially contingent, has been here for a number of times. And the Czech contingent, of course, as well here. All right, let's see what the fight's going to bring between Robin Krajkamp and Jaroslav Buzinski. That's the one we will be concentrating on, with only the 9 points of difference. And we're never going to rule out the rest of the field, because everyone is trying to get their cut, their piece of the cake. So Robin Krajkamp made the crossing from Norway back into Poland. Has worked in Poland for a long time. It's partially Polish roots as well. So that's the reason of his mixed nationality, and that I think representative of the Alpe Adria Cup in general. Tension building up for the 9 laps. Everyone trying to get into their grip positions. And we're in the commentary booth, and let's watch the proceedings live while we're looking at Strahinja Kovacevic in 3rd position. Robin still waiting for everyone to get the green flag. Now the revs are up. Oh, it's a bit of a dodgy start for Buzinski from 2nd row. We were trying to expect Skaliski. It is the big Ducati who's got the power to get into the first corner. That's the question. Tail wiggling out. And oh, it's
number 65.
It's the 65 in this case from Purcha.
Yes,
Przemysław Purcha. Same, he's in the same box of Buzinski. They're friends, they're racing together, but now he's stealing some valuable points for his teammate. Good start in this case from the 2nd row for the number 65. You see in these first corners, not everyone is completely sure about the grip levels. Finding difficulties. I think it's Robin now in 2nd position and Jaroslav Buzinski in 3rd position. Let's switch cameras and see where they are at the moment.
So off they go. Ooh, a bit of wobbling for Robin Krajkamp, number 4,
yeah.
Ducati.
But he has managed, because there has been a mistake, and has managed to take over the lead. So there was
yes, it's
Purcha,
number 65. Purcha is
all over the place,
making a lot of mistakes and therefore losing positions. He's now on the 3rd place. Oh, he almost lost the rear here.
Yeah, something not completely right there, because he's
cold tires still,
yeah.
because they have a short starting procedure and therefore you cannot see.
They had to wait quite a while on the grid as well after the warm-up lap.
Yes, and the tires got a bit cold.
You saw it also with Robin Krajkamp getting into the first corner. Not entirely sure whether the grip level was there, but it's a first lap for Robin Krajkamp.
149.245 over the start and finish line for Robin Krajkamp. It's Buzinski number.
It's Buzinski in 2nd position, 3rd position for Purcha. Kovacevic is now in 4th position. Uklea now 5th position, and Skaliski is now in 6th position for Artur Duda. lost the vigil on the time control, so we have to do it by other means. In the meanwhile, it looks like Robin Krajkamp has found a bit of confidence, although it physically looks like Jaroslav Buzinski is catching up quite rapidly with his GT3 Poland backed up BMW 1000RR. And the Ducati is of course quite new to the field this year. The V4 definitely handling differently than the V2s before they were going to this V4 configuration.
A lot of trouble for the new Ducati, with of course with the capacity of the fuel tank. In stronger categories they were struggling to finish the race. Riders had to go a bit slower in the final laps.
Just to save a bit of fuel, of course.
Yes, exactly. We saw.
You see Robin also looking, cornering into the corner, trying to get the apex in 2 or 3 occasions. He's not entirely comfortable at this moment. Let's see what the next lap is going to bring. It's 42.8 now, the first full flying lap, so he's actually picking up the pace. But a 42.877 also for Buzinski, pretty much in contention still. Difference on start and finish line was not more than 1 second. It's 4.8 seconds down the road. It's Purcha trying to catch up, but doing a 145.2 at the moment, so he's losing head over heels at the moment. Krajkamp is not entirely comfortable, set the pace, but Jaroslav Buzinski is still pretty much following every step he's making. Meanwhile, we're trying to get the live timing back again. Hopefully you can follow us on the YouTube channel. Live timing, of course, through Chronometrics or www.ller.hu. It's from Hungary. Live timing /AA/ then you should be able to follow us as well.
Or you can go through the Alpe Adria International Motorcycle Championship page.
You
have the link for the live timing as well.
While Buzinski has taken the lead from Robin Krajkamp. As we said, not looking entirely comfortable. Pace is okay. They're doing a lot quicker than they did before already this morning. Nevertheless, the fight is on. 9 points the difference. So if Krajkamp finishes second, he loses 8 points in total and still will be able to get the championship with 1 point. So he does not have to win to clinch the title, and I think the title is something he definitely came here to the Czech Republic for, and he's choosing to follow instead of to lead in this particular race over 10 laps. Mixing. Buzinski now with the fastest lap of 41.3. 42.8 was the lap time of Robin Krajkamp. Still following. Is he doing the sensible thing, or is he just not comfortable enough? And there's another fight going on here, a bit further on the field.
This is far from over. We have 5.5 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. This is the final round of the Alpe Adria International Motorcycle Championship in the year 2019. We have been with you throughout 5 events, and this is our 6th event. And this is the second race of this cloudy Saturday here in Autodrome Most.
Well, if you consider we're the end of September, temperatures are still pretty brilliant here with an 18 degrees on in air temperature, and it looks like Robin Krajkamp is still trying to follow Jaroslav Buzinski and not attack him, and just be aware that he's there and playing his hand carefully now in the last 2 corners. And then we already had 4 laps under our belt. Close fights as well there with Purcha, and we've got a difference on start and finish line. Kovacevic in the inside. Beautiful overtaking there. Oh, he overshot it. He took the old road. He braked too late, and we're talking about Buzinski, who had to take the side road, which is the old part of the track.
But only has tires, so you cannot.
You can't go straight away, but he definitely braked too late by trying to pull away from Robin Kraaikamp, and that has given the lead back again to the Dutchman. Catching him rapidly again. Fight here in third and fourth position. Ostrovsky, who had actually started from the way back in the order, the number 1 plate with the Yamaha nowadays. He is from Poland. He's now in 8th position already, so he's making clear ground, cutting through the field, starting dead last, or at least in 19th position, was almost dead last, but already cutting through the field. He was a force to be reckoned with within the 600 category, but now in the 1000 he's doing quite okay for himself as well. Yeah.
A lot of riders this weekend in the Cup categories. We have 20 riders in the 1000 category, and we had, I believe, 12 in the 600 Cup race. So great attendance here at Autodrom Most.
You see the difference now. Buzinski was clawing back the difference now on start-finish line. We look at a 1:42.4 for Robin Kraaikamp, no, 42 dead for Robin Kraaikamp, and a 42.6 for Buzinski. That even with the mistake, it didn't cost him that much time then getting through that the back road. So it cost him a tiny little bit of time, but not really that much. I would have expected a little bit more, although he set the fast sector time in this lap, trying to claw back a bit of the lost time due to his mistake at the end of the straight. It's Strahinja Kovacevic, who is still in 3rd position. Gap is significantly 11.5 seconds. Nevertheless, not having it all its way. 12 seconds right now. 0.5 of a second. It's Skaliki, who's in 4th position. Przemysław Purcha has dropped down the order back to 5th position for Uklea now, and 6th for Duda in 7th. And Moravec now has the 8th position on track. And we've got another 3.5 laps to go now.
3.5 laps to go still in this Alpe Adria Cup 1000 race. It's still Robin Kraaikamp, number 4, in front of number 777. It's Jaroslav Buzinski. They have been fighting throughout this season, but it looks that Kraaikamp will take the crown home. Over the line he goes. It's 3 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen, with the new fastest personal best story, 1:42.0 for Robin Kraaikamp.
Yeah, definitely getting some air between himself and Jaroslav Buzinski, who only did a 42.8 in the last lap. Learning slightly wide again, having difficulty keeping the front wheel on the tarmac. So he has pushed, but losing ground right now over Robin Kraaikamp, who's finally found his rhythm. I think he's shaken off the nerves which he had in the first few laps. He was a bit nervous. Now trying to get into the flow. Of course, also missed out on a bit of track time due to the rain yesterday. He skipped first practice due to the wet conditions. They said, well, if it's raining in the second free practice, I'll go out and have a few laps. But they're all finding their grounds right now in the dry conditions here on Saturday.
It's still pretty cloudy here, but it looks like we'll avoid the rain today. Not so much dark clouds above the track.
Skaliki has taken 3rd position now from Kovacevic. So Suzuki against Suzuki. Good fight going on there with the 44.3 as a personal best in that last lap. So he's claimed his spot on the rostrum. I think Buzinski has not enough in the tank left to claw the...
Yes, Buzinski made a couple of mistakes entering the final corner and exiting onto the start and finish line. So again, Kraaikamp managed to pull away with a low 1:42.
Yeah, 42.5 in the last lap, which is significantly better than the 42.7. So still pulling away slightly. 1.6 is the gap now within the penultimate lap. Oh, late braking there, but just enough. The number 17, Kovacevic, still in pursuit of the number 3 spot. It's a fight for third. That's really close.
Still with our leader.
I think he's from Serbia. SRB.
Yes.
Yeah. Kovacevic from Serbia, racing with that Suzuki, and the difference is only he's racing with the Pirelli tires, and Skaliki is racing with the Bridgestone tires. We have a multiple tire rule here in the Alpe Adria International Motorcycle Championship, so you can find either Pirellis, Dunlops, Michelins, Metzlers, Bridgestones. All has been here, all has been serviced. We've got the 4 main manufacturers here, so also with tire services here on the paddock. Proves that everyone's free to take, but we got a Dunlop-clad Ducati in the lead right now by the form of Mr. Robin Krijkamp. Yeah, I think he's going to bring it home. Looks like it, comfortable enough. Is the lead while he goes into what should be the last lap of this 9-lap race. Difference on start-finish is about 2 seconds. What is it exactly? Just have a look. Yeah, 1.683 was the difference on start-finish. Exactly the same as the lap before. Again, running a tiny little bit light, right in that tight chicane there. Battle for third still going on. Difference in start-finish line 0.4 of a second. So that's definitely not decided yet. Robin is really trying to race as neat as ever. Not making too many mistakes right now. Probably has seen his pit board with the advantages has in this last lap. It's just a matter of just doing nothing wrong, bringing it home, clinching another 25 points, which will increase his lead from 9 to 13 points, which is a bit healthier to go into the last race for tomorrow.
Yes, of course, he has to finish the race as well, not to make any mistakes, because 13 points is a lot, but still not enough to clinch the title today.
No, if he has a DNF tomorrow and Buzinski only takes 4th, they will be dead equal on points, and also Buzinski's got quite a few wins.
Yeah, then it's the number of victories which will decide
the difference. All right, we're approaching the black and white.
Yes, this is it. They're on the start and finish line, and Robin Krijkamp takes the victory in front of Jaroslav Buzinski on the 2nd place.
Let's look for the fight for 3rd position if the director was able to find him again, because it was 0.4 of a second on start finish line. And is it Skaliki or is it the other Suzuki? Let's have a look. It's either one of the Suzukis, that's for sure, but it's Skaliki who did enough and pulled away significantly in the last lap and will be able to go through the rostrum. And that's good, you know, to have a check on the rostrum here in his home race. The number 85, racing for TMA Racing on the Suzuki with Bridgestone tires. All right, he's got one hand on the cup. Robin Krijkamp, bit nervous in the beginning, but also Buzinski made that mistake, which allowed Krijkamp to retake the lead in the race, and he has scored the full 25 points. All right, we'll give you back to the commercials, and we'll hope to see you back here on YouTube soon, because we'll be proceeding with the Super Sport, European Super Sports category, the 300s, together with the Alpe Adria Motorcycle Super Sports 300 together, and that's going to be an exciting race, and also a championship still to be decided within the Super Sports 300. Okay, hope to see you back, and that should be, what time is it right now?
Yes, we should be continuing very shortly.
So we'll give you back to the commercials, and we'll be back as soon as possible.